This is lecturer in on properties of Laplace transform. We will be discussing some more properties of the Laplace transform. Next, concept cover. Deviation by t means mainly we will this deviation by t, that if Laplace transform what t is given, that what will be the Laplace transform of f of t by t. Then the Laplace transform of derivative means, that is a one of the important result in this chapter, in this lecture, and then also the Laplace transform of integral will be discussed. Next, recall. There were be basically shifting property, so e power minus at. At if multiplied by f of t, then we have f of s minus a. There is a shift there, and if there is a shift in the function, then e power minus as comes in this transform, Laplace transform. Next, change of scale of properties. So if Laplace of f of t is capital F of s, then f of a t is equal to 1 over a f of s over a. And then we have also discussed this multiplication property, that L of t power n f of t is equal to minus 1 power n, and this nth derivative of this capital F of s. So now we will continue with the deviation property, show the what will happen if f of t is given, then f of t by t. So here we assume that f is piecewise continuous function and is a exponential order alpha, and we have to have this additional condition, which is a very important to say, that f of t over t approaches to this from right hand side to 0. This should exit, then only we can talk about the Laplace transform of f of t over t, and the result will be s to infinity f of u into du. That means when we divided by this t, we have to basically integrate this Laplace transform of f, and this result is valid for all s greater than alpha. Alpha was exponential order of f there, just looking at a proof. So from here we have this relation, that f of t equal to t times g of t, and then f of s, which is a Laplace transform of f of t, and f of t is given as that a t into g of t. So the Laplace of t into g of t, and we know this from the previous lecture, the property that when we multiplied by t, it is like minus t by ds into L of g of t. Well, if we integrate now with respect to s, this relation here f of s equal to minus t by ds into L of g of t, then we will get, show this side first. So we will get here the Laplace of g of t, because this was a derivative, and we have the limit s tends to infinity, and then right hand side this f of s will be integrated from s to infinity. Now we have to look at this limit here, so we have the L of g of t. We are looking at that what will happen here when this g goes to infinity. We have this additional assumption that f of t by t exit. So that is very important for the piecewise continuous of function g of t. Regarding the exponential order, since f is a exponential order, and here we are talking about this deviation by plus. And normally we look at this limit t approaches to infinity. So if this f of t has this boundness by the exponential function, definitely here we are dividing even by t. So the first limit here will be 0, and then when we substitute this s, so we have simply the L of g of t, and right hand side we have f of s into ds will be integrated from s to infinity, and this result. Next example. So we will discuss or some example now. So we want to find, for instance, the Laplace transform of this function f of t as sin at by t. So the Laplace of sin at, we know a over s squared plus a squared, and then we can apply this property of the Laplace transform. That means we have to just integrate this L of sin at, that is integration s to infinity a over s squared plus a squared into ds, and that means this Laplace of this sin at by t is pi by 2 minus tan inverse of s minus. Coming to the Laplace transform of derivatives, so we have this the S called the derivative theorem. Intent. This is one of the result in this transform calculus because it has several applications for solving integral equation, differential equation, including ordinary and partial differential equations. So suppose this f is continuous and is of exponential order alpha, and f dash of t is piecewise continuous. So under this is a conditions, we have this is nice result that the L of f dash of t equal to s times L of f of t minus f of 0, and this valid for real of s greater than alpha. And this property again say similar to what we had Fourier transform, that the Laplace transform of the derivative equal to s into L of f of t minus f of 0. So we consider this is integral 0 to infinity f dash of t into e power minus st into dt. So we have this with minus f of 0, and at this s and minus s minus sign, and this minus s will make it plus s, and then the result is L of f of t. So we have this result that the L f dash of t is equal to L of f of t minus f of 0. Its counterpart for the inverse Laplace transform. We usually use this result in a slightly different from that if we know that the L inverse of f of s equal to f of t. And in addition to this, we also require that f of 0 is 0. So if there is a no this term, here we can just invert it. So we have this L inverse of s into f of s equal to the derivatives of f with respect to t. So we will apply to one problem this inverse Laplace transform properties. I thank you for your attention.